all the way out there, but it's still the same dynamic distress, the same rejection and fear, the same acceptance of white supremacy, the same support for the white supremacist institutions within our household, within our relationships with our people. How is it going to change out there if it can't change in here? It's not realistic. The only realistic strategy or methodology to changing it is by first changing it from within inside. That's the only real strategy. And that's the only way we can measure and calculate how much it worked. That's the only way we can measure its progress. That's the only way we can see how it is maintained. Now, when you realize that the real battle lies within them relationships, it lies within the fabric of the social dynamic. When you realize that, now you know what you're up against. You're not arguing over relationship issues. You're arguing over social economic issues that have been set up by society, that are constructs of society to keep Europeans in power. Sound deep for some people. We're not arguing. Sister talking about, brother, you need to go get a job. We're arguing about, that's an argument over imperialism versus runaway slavery. Do y'all hear the point that I'm making? We don't see the overtone of society. The things we think we're arguing about. We think we're Billy and Sally arguing about this shit. No, we're not. We didn't have these conversations in Africa. We weren't arguing about you getting a job and you doing this. So where did we get the damn conversation from? Slavery. That's not an African argument. These are not African experiences that we have. These are experiences that are a manifestation of the progression of a slave institution. That's all they really are. But we think that, hey, we just have an argument, just a relationship problem, and, you know, we just disagree on some things. No, you don't. The Willie Lynch is in your household. And it's operating fully. You got some herbs trying to heal somebody, and they say, well, we only use the white boy's medicine. That ain't a disagreement between man and son, or son and father, or daughter and mother. That's the white supremacist institution versus black liberation right there. Right in that dialogue. That's what it is. And then we say, well, I'll let you have your view. We just disagree. I'll let you have your views, and I have mine. You're going to go ahead and keep eating pork and keep living unhealthy and doing this and believing in the white supremacist institution. You go ahead and do that. That's your life. This is my life. The white boy don't say that. He said, you're going to do what I say in this white supremacist institution if you're going to survive and live. That's his conversation. But we come among each other and say, well, wait a minute. If you don't agree, I guess we agree to disagree. Where's the force? Where's the compulsion or the compulsive? How are we compelling people to nation building? The best thing that we can do is realize that the challenge is there. And if it seems like an insurmountable challenge, we should retreat from it only to build strength to know that we're going to have to topple that over. Literally. And if we don't have the strength to cause those minute dynamic changes on a realistic level, then we need to build it. We shouldn't go and create some other problem and you know, make it an international problem. It's a problem between the petty bourgeois, and the proletariat. We shouldn't find fancy names and come up with a whole ideology for these problems that exist. And then we get so deep till we didn't read 50 books and the problem still remains 50 books later. We need to really sit and recognize and see what the real problems are and challenge them problems right where they at. And our ability to win those situations by using our strategies to overtake and take back our own community, starting from the household, starting from the community. And when we instill those strategies, now we're doing something. Now we're strategizing at really changing the social condition of our society. Because we're saying, well, this is a real problem. How do we do this? How do we do that? We're strategizing. And then we must team up. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying? We don't know what nation building is about. We got to team up against certain forces and work together, organize, because even though they're under the white supremacist illusion, they're disorganized among that. The white man is not protecting them in our communities for upholding him. The protection he offers them is very minuscule for upholding his institutionalization. But we're strategically on point. We're strategically in positions to say, well, wait a minute. That's just not going to work. Scientifically, What you're trying to do is just not